young engineers, I encourage you to visit the virtual university that Charles organized, and I'm keeping it up to date. More than 100 webinars, lectures, courses, free, open access, all kinds of subjects regarding geotech, and even more in our technical journal, hundreds of papers, and online library, thousands of papers and conference proceedings can be available, all free, open access for free. What's new since we took power? We divided the corporate associate in 3 levels. So now if you're a small company, even in Nepal, with $500 per year, you can join ISSMG as a corporate member and get all the latest updates. If you open our website, we have the IITT talks. This is something I started, and when I was marketing myself during my campaign, I promised to bring together academicians, practitioners from all around the world, young and renowned, male, female, all geographical locations, to talk about one subject. And we're trying to cover all subjects of geotechnical engineering. So far, we did 20 of the technical committee subjects, and we're moving at the rate of 1 lecture per month. So if you're interested, contact the team. iZone, if you have a good zone, you can connect directly on the website. We moved all the events to a geographic interactive map. It helps me travel around, and it helps you if you want to attend another international conference to locate yourself on the map. We still have the list of events. The most important one for me is when I say bye to you is in Vienna, and I like to see all of you in Vienna in 2026. And now we are here, so it's listed already at the international conference. I'm really impressed. Yes, and I like to tell you that I'm also organizing a conference in my home country, Lebanon. Despite the war, we will make it happen. We postponed it a little bit, but I'll keep you updated. The pin is something new we introduced, so now you can recognize board members from the pin. International awards. We have many international awards, but most of them are given every 4 years. And Nepal, I promised you, I'm impressed, not just talking, I promised to help. I don't decide, but you should apply for the Outstanding Member Society. At the rate you are going with this level, I really think you deserve it. Now, continuously throughout the year, we have 2 other awards. One of them is the Young Award for Bright Spark Lecture that was introduced by Charles, and I love the idea, and I'm keeping it going. These are awardees like at the Sydney conference last week. But next Geomandu, you should have BSL awardees to empower the young and the youth, because without them, we are nothing. So far, I gave in 2 years 45 awards for the young BSL. So the BSL is an award telling the young lecturer or researcher that he became at the level of a keynote speaker. This is what it means, BSL. So next time, hopefully, all the old people should disappear, and it's you. We should be listening to you. Awards for the legendary. This is a new medal we gave to close the limits. So it's for the elderly people who gave all their life for the profession. And the Elam medal is now the most prestigious ISSMG award around the world for geolegends. In 2023, it was given to Yamlokovsky and Haripoulos. He won, and in 2024, Suzanne Lacasse and Morgenstern. And this raised the value. Exceptionally, Professor Neil Taylor was surprised with an Elam medal in Kazakhstan for his 24 years serving ISSMG as Secretary General. And here he was given the medal. I will go fast. Unfortunately, Yamlokovsky passed, Professor Yamlokovsky passed one day before he knew he won the medal, so I had to give it to his daughter in Rome. The third medal was given 2 months ago in Calgary to Professor Norbert Morgenstern in the presence of his wife and friends. And then I went to Oslo in September to Professor Suzanne Lacaze, who was the president of NGI, Norwegian Geotech Institute, and I gave her the medal in the presence of her husband, who is also geotecher, and all her friends from NGI. And recently, last week, I had the honor to give the medal to Professor Haripoulos, who waited 1 year to get his medal. Why he waited 1 year? Because this medal is so important that the president has to go deliver it in person as a gesture of a humble move, thanking them for what they did. Launching GeoWeb is another dream that came reality, and here we can help each other, Nepal and international community. GeoWeb is Geoengineers Without Borders. It's at the image of Médecins Sans Frontières, if you heard of that. And we are now part of the United Nations Office for Disaster Risk Reduction. And we had already live missions with Professor Marino at the landslides in Brazil, also at the landslide, in the floods of Brazil, and in the landslide of New Guinea, the interference of Juan Cupec. So GeoWeb is something you can help, be volunteer with us if you like, and connect. It's chaired and led by Professor Pierre Delage from France. The bulletin is something I encourage you to read. We already have 3 issues. It became a magazine that you can flip with the finger, zoom in, zoom out, watch videos. You can be updated using the bulletin, but also more important, this event should be in the next bulletin. And if you have any event in your country, in India, whatever, in Pakistan, in any country, you can post it here with us. It's a beautiful magazine now, and I'm very happy to have it in this new format. Heritage Camp Capsule, I will not talk a lot about it because you have a full session. I encourage you to attend, but in few words, if you visit the website, it's like going on a Back to the Future journey. This is our heritage. We now isolated it in a separate website. You see documents in all kinds of languages dating back, but also predicting the future. And you will know more in the session that will be held, I think, tomorrow. I forgot. Tomorrow or today? Tomorrow, okay. Finally, President's activities. For those who know me 2 years before, I didn't have all these riddles, so you can guess what happened. In 2.5 years, I toured the world 4 times. This is the 4th time, and attended 194 events in 42 countries. I'm tired, but I love it. I love it, and this will lead us to the final slide, which is an equation. It's the only equation in my presentation. It's the fundamental equation of geotech, for those who don't know it. And it states that to understand soil better, you have to dig deep. And to understand love better, you have to do the same. So, soil equal love. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this conference. I will be around, whatever questions you have, and enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Mark Palaus, for a very informative remarks. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, light and brightness has always been linked to the positive emotions and a sense of motivation. So this is our tradition that before we begin anything auspicious, we always light the auspicious lamp. May I request the chief guest, Honorable Prakashman Singh, to kindly light the auspicious lamp and formally inaugurate the Geomando 2024. May we pray to God that the sacred light continues to shine and bring joy, success, and longevity of the people of Nepal and around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, this morning we are honored to be graced by the presence of Chief Guest, the Deputy Prime Minister Prakash Man Singh. May I now humbly invite our Chief Guest to kindly share his remarks with us.
Dear participants of Geomandu 2024, organizers and international delegates. First and foremost, on behalf of the government of Nepal, I would like to welcome you all, especially the international delegates to Nepal and to this historical city of Kathmandu. This season in Nepal is best known for clear weather and beautiful snow-capped high mountains and the Himalayas. If you are visiting Nepal for the first time, or if you have not yet visited the Himalayan view spots, I would strongly recommend that you go to nearby resort areas or to Pokhara and see the Himalayan mountains. If your time permits, you may also try a morning mountain flight and take a look at the tallest peak in the world. It will surely be memorable. Moreover, you may go around in the Kathmandu Valley and see the historical monuments, which will give you an impression that the whole of Kathmandu Valley is a cultural heritage. The valley accommodates 7 sites of the UNESCO World Cultural Heritage, and I'm sure all of these historical monuments will give you a flavor of several centuries old Nepal. Coming back to this gathering today, I would first like to congratulate the organizers of this geotechnical conference, Geomandu 2024, for hosting this grand international event in Nepal. I have come to know that this conference is being attended by more than 150 international delegates from over 25 countries, and in total more than 300 participants, and that there will be 15 keynote speakers, 16 distinguished speakers, more than 90 technical papers, and about 30 poster presentations, all on various topics of geotechnical engineering, geoscience, and natural disasters. The field of geotechnical engineering, as I have heard of, is the backbone of civil engineering. Nepal, as you probably all know, is situated over one of the most active tectonic zones in the world. So our country as well, as this region in South Asia, is frequently hit by earthquake disasters. On top of that, heavy rainfall and heavily mountainous topography have made this area quite vulnerable to landslides and floods. Furthermore, the global warming and the climate change effect in recent years have brought in drastic changes in our glacier lakes in the Himalayas, aggravating the risks of glacier lake outburst floods. The rate of melting of glacier tips and mountain ice cover has been escalating, which in fact is not because of the environmental degradation in our region, but it is because of the world's biggest economies. So we have many different challenges to overcome in the field of science and engineering, including geohazards, geodisasters, and geotechnical engineering. The theme of this international conference, Geotechnics for Sustainable Infrastructure, is, I think, very timely and quite appropriate in Nepal's context. We have just recovered from the devastating 2015 earthquake and have already reconstructed our structures and historical monuments. 2 years ago, a massive high Himalayan mass movement phenomenon devastated a riverside town in mid-eastern Nepal. Last year, a mid-scale earthquake hit our relatively less developed mountainous region in mid-western part. This year, we recently suffered from urban as well as rural floods and landslides all over the country because of continuous heavy rainfalls. All these natural disasters in the past 10 years, on top of worldwide impact of COVID-19, have heavily affected our national economy. As a developing nation, we truly suffer the most from not only the natural events, but more recently also because of haphazard urbanization, uncontrolled and unplanned hill slope and riverbank encroachments, poorly engineered structures, and inadequate design norms and construction technology. I hope this international event will provide a true platform to our young and participating geotechnical engineers and geoscientists to learn about the world technologies, sustainable techniques, world-class research work, and to interact with the world-renowned geotechnical engineers and experts. With these words, let me come to the end. I would like to thank Nepal Geotechnical Society, the organizers of this conference, for inviting me to inaugurate the international event. It is an honor to me as well as to have been with you during the inaugural program and to have delivered this inaugural speech. I wish you all a great stay at Kathmandu during these 2 days. And finally, I wish for the grand success of this GeoMandu 2024. Thank you, and Jai Nepal.
Thank you, Honorable Chief Guest Prakash Man Singh, for joining us today despite the busy schedule. Your presence has undoubtedly raised the significance of the ceremony. The presence of prominent political figures like yourself provides us a unique sense of confidence and assurance. Now, I would like to invite the chair of this conference, Professor Dr. Netra Prakash Bhandari, and Dr. Mandip Subedi, the president of Nepal Geotechnical Society, to kindly present our chief guest with a token of memory. And may I request our chief guest, Honorable Prakash Man Singh, to kindly accept the token of memory, please. We hope this memento will remind you of this occasion and our appreciation for your presence here today. Thank you, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister. Thank you, Professor Dr. Netra Prakash Bhandari. Thank you, Dr. Mandip Subedi. we are running 20 minutes behind the schedule, so without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, may I request to deliver the vote of thanks by Associate Professor Dr. Indra Prasad Acharya, the Vice President of Nepal Geotechnical Society.
Thank you, Kalpana. Good morning to all. Respected Chairperson, Chief Guest, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister of Nepal, Guest of Honors, President